Mariners outfielder Victor Robles suffered a rare type of shoulder dislocation yesterday against the Giants. Let's break this down. Take a listen to this impact as Robles collides into the net.
Down the right field line, into that corner, and oh my.
As he tracks in, catches the ball with that left arm. Notice the shoulder is in a cocked position here. It's abducted, raised away from the body above the shoulder height, probably 160 degrees or so, and slightly externally rotated away from the body. In the next sequence, we have the moment of impact. From this angle, I'm circling the glove to highlight how the shoulder remains in the position while the rest of the torso continues to fall forward. This creates a posteriorly directed axial load through the humerus. When the capsulolabral structures are placed under maximal tension and cannot withstand that load, it can drive the humeral head out the back of the joint, setting up a possible rare traumatic posterior dislocation. First sign that the shoulder has acutely come out of the socket is the loss of arm elevation. He actually has to drop the ball out of the glove to be able to grab it, and at this point he tries to stabilize the shoulder joint by grabbing his left forearm, abducting our anatomy tool to about 160 degrees. The important structures here are the scapula, the humerus, and the humeral head. You can imagine when there's an anterior to posterior axial force that comes in from the net, this humeral head can get driven out of the back of the joint. Here's an axillary view plane film, which is best for evaluating a posterior dislocation since it can be missed on your classic AP views. The acromion is labeled A, the clavicle in CL, coracoid process CO, and glenoid G. In a normal image, the humeral head should be centered over the glenoid fossa here, creating a congruent circular articulation, but in this image you can clearly see the humeral head lying posteriorly out of the socket. After a shoulder dislocates out of the glenohumeral joint, it needs to be reduced back into place. This injury often causes damage to the labrum, which sometimes requires surgical repair if there is instability to the joint, and sometimes they're associated with rotator cuff tears as well as fractures of the bone. Best case scenario, if he avoids rotator cuff involvement or fracture, some players can return in 6 to 10 weeks if it's a non-surgical case. Unfortunately, surgery is far more common as a standard of care in elite athletes due to a high recurrence risk, and that would be season ending in this case. Wishing Robles a safe and speedy recovery.